Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here with my favorite producer, David Hebner, and I brought him on to talk about a few things, give you guys an update on, well, the TV series, The Last Evangelist, as well as talk about a secret that is being kept with Amazon. Some very devious stuff is happening, so where do you want to start?
Okay, well, first of all, Lisa, you are going to be in Last Evangelist.
Yes.
Now, folks, she's playing Amy Adams. Who is Amy Adams? Amy Adams is kind of like the Surgeon General for the end times, who has everyone put in the chip. Once you've accepted the chip, the mark of the beast, she's the gal that the government, the one world government, has appointed to come in and kind of represent. You're the poster gal, right? Oh,
yay.
It'll be okay. Go
Bad
ahead.
girl for a little while,
right,
bad
right.
character.
Take
but
that
good.
vaccine, take that flu shot, take that chip, you know. So that's your character. And why are we going to talk about what we're going to talk about, which is very serious, Lisa, is this is happening now. It's real. Because what I wrote about in The Last Evangelist last year, which we're getting ready to film, is actually happening now.
Absolutely.
Why do I say that? For you to operate your character, you have to have a system behind you, a mechanism, okay? Let's talk about Amazon, okay? Amazon, they acquired a large pharmaceutical company. A lot of people don't know this. I think it's called the pill pack. Now, why is this important? Because the chip is part of the pharmaceuticals. People don't understand that. It's not a technology, it is, but it has to be implemented in your body, right? Yeah. Which is medical, which ties into pharmaceutical. Okay, and what's one of the other major things that's happened lately? They have acquired a company called EERD, and they have the mesh. Now, the mesh is one of the strongest forms of internet, and I can't get into it, but you walk into your home, and the mesh is there.
So it's just like connected to everything. We're talking your refrigerator, your anything that's got smart by it, TV, all of that.
Right, your chip. Your chip. Hey, you know, honey, I'm just getting home. Oh, yeah, don't forget to keep your chip activated over there for the newest update, right? Oh, yeah, thank you. Flip switch. There it is, zip, right? It's right there in your home. I mean, it's unbelievable. So why are we talking about this? Lisa, we as Christians, you know, we talk about the mark of the beast. You're not going to be able to buy or sell, right? And this is real.
Yes.
Right? It's real. You talk about this. I talk about this. Folks, wake up. We as the elect, waking up the elect, we got to scream louder. Because when things like this happen, we can't just sit back and go, oh, yeah, it's another. Lisa, they're going to start implementing this chip, I believe, in the next 12 to 18 months. And they're already doing it in other countries.
Well, they've got versions. I will say this, you know, speaking of the elect, God says in the Bible that even the elect will be deceived come the latter days. But they already are implementing forms of the chip. There was actually a bill where a legislator or a congressman, one of the two, was attempting to stop the passing of microchipping. Asking the question, should we try to stop microchipping before it becomes too late, before it even comes on the market? So they were attempting to stop something from happening. Do we do it now, or do we do it when it's already on the market? So there was something that was working against it, but that aside, there is so much stuff already happening. Now, Wisconsin, there was a company in Wisconsin that started microchipping employees. It's absolutely optional, but they were doing it. Right. Internationally, in Sweden, thousands of people have been microchipped in Sweden. We already have the ability for our dogs. They're getting microchipped, if you want to call it a version. Right. And then here in the States, we have to also think about, I mean, people are already open and willing to do that. Now, the Bible does say one day it will be forced. We just don't have a time frame on that.
Absolutely. And the kids, you know, you have kids, I have kids. I mean, they would love to chip our kids. Why? Because we can track them in case they get lost. Oh, yeah, we can track them, and so can they.
That was in the Obamacare, by the way, versions and mentions of it.
Exactly.
Medical.
Exactly. And here's the thing. I was in a restaurant the other day, and I was talking to a gal, and we happened to talk about end times, the mark of the beast, the chip. And she loves tattoos. And you know what she said to me? Because I was joking with her. I said, what if it came in the form of a tattoo? She said, I would take it in a heartbeat. Lisa, they're going to come after the youth, and they're going to present these youth-driven, you know, this culture-driven type agenda. They're going to say, hey, go ahead and take it. You know, it's, you know what I'm saying, the tattoo thing, the, you know, you press a button, it's very quick.
It's convenient.
It's convenience. They're going to hit our youth. So don't think, folks, that just because your young person is a Christian, they're going to be exempt of this, because the enemy, Satan, will bring it in through the culture, through the system of the culture, and present it on a silver platter. And they're going to go, oh, wow, that's cool. I'll take it. That's
true. I mean, we already have kids that are glued, if you will, to their phones. Now, going back to Amazon, what role do you think, I guess, they play in that?
Yeah, good question. So Amazon, they are the supermarket. They're the highway, okay, to implement everything we talked about. You can't have a mark of the beast, a chip, without having a system for it to go through, okay? Why? We talked about it. They have the big pharmaceuticals that they've just acquired. They've acquired Whole Foods, so now they're into the vitamins and the foods, right? They've acquired the mesh, so now they're going to be in all the homes. So you need that in order for it to happen. Lisa, it's called a system. I believe part of the mark of the beast, and I don't want to get into this too deep because this would be a big show, a long show, is it's going to be part of the system.
So whatever form the mark of the beast, when it comes, it's going to have to hack onto some kind of system, be it Amazon or be it something else.
I don't think it's going to be called Amazon. No. I think, again, we talked about the one world religious system in Last Evangelist, which I think is going to happen, marries the one world government system. It forms a very, very strong system. They're going to take over the system that Amazon is creating now. Think of Amazon as a bunch of construction workers building a highway, okay? One day, someone's going to come along and take over that highway or build the same highway right next to it and implement that system. And this is what people need to be very, very careful of. It's happening now.
Absolutely. There's lots of markers. Every day we see technological booms and technological advancements coming our way. And like you said, Amazon's this growing monster behind the scenes. And we have censorship now on the internet. I know YouTube is about to do another wave of removals come March.
And that's why I have you on davidheavener.tv and I have me on davidheavener.tv. And that's where we need to be, folks. Go to davidheavener.tv because YouTube's going to flip a switch and we're going to be gone, right?
Yeah, they could definitely do that. They've already started multiple platforms. I did a report the other day. They're removing political people from outlets such as Uber. I mean, Uber has not, if you're going to ban someone from a PayPal or an Uber or an Uber Eats, Uber Lyft, be it a criminal or something that's going to hurt your Uber driver, but they're not. It's a political voice. And it's gone to a level of absurdity. So we've become, quote unquote, enemy number one, worse than a murderer and a rapist. And so we're getting banned from everyday items. It's just insane, which is, again, why I've partnered with people like you at your, going on Roku and doing this television TV series with you. But if people want to donate or want to help out, how do they do that?
Thank you. Yeah, it's through a nonprofit, lastevangelist.com. God said, do not go to the system of investors. Go to my people. They'll hear my voice. They'll donate. You get a hat. You get a T-shirt. You get a walk-on part. You get to hang out with me and Lisa on the set. And folks, listen. This series is not just entertainment. It's entertainment last. It's truth first. It's how we see things, and we want the body of Christ and just people to understand what's really going on. And that's what these episodes are about. And that's why I'm so excited. Lisa's all through every episode because she's the gal that has to keep the chip in the people, because they get very disoriented, So
meanwhile, I'll be preaching against it, right?
Yeah, right. Lastevangelist.com. Go there and sign the newsletter and donate if God leads you to.
Perfect. And sign up for the, subscribe to the newsletter so you get the most current updates. Well, thanks again for coming on the broadcast. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you, Lisa. Good to be with you as always.
You too. And thanks again for you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And just a real quick, give a shout out to my partner at preparewithlisa.com. If you guys don't have food storage, you never know when the end times are going to arrive or anything for that matter, right?
Absolutely. We may have to put it in Last Evangelist. We may need all that food.
I know. There you go.
Because the world may be blowing up as we're shooting the episodes.
Oh, that'd be crazy. But make sure you check it out at preparewithlisa.com. All the information is below. Well, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, and that was David Heavener.
David Heavener. God bless.
Signing out.
Thank you. Bye-bye.